Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kanzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sume miyoya kamo izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no himoka no tachi hana no. Odo no ahagi hara ni. Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai do kamitachi. Moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegare yo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu-kami kunitsu-kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete. Kikoshi mese to kashikomi kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hai tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hai mase. Kam nagara tamachi hai mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments. Be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching this morning is entitled Illness from the Daily Inspirations, page 68. How foolish it is to try to cure illness without really knowing the true spiritual cause. Illness is a cleansing action, a purification of one's spiritual body, one of God's wondrous blessings. Life comes from God, only it whole. Humans alone cannot create life, nor can they cure physical illness on their own. A human being consists of two things, spirit and body. Since the law of the spiritual preceding the physical is a universal law, the spirit is of primary importance, while the body is actually secondary. The spirit should be transparent and pure, as in its original state. But when toxins occur in the physical body, they are reflected on the spiritual body as clouds. These clouds, or opaque spots of illness. Once these opaque spots are removed, illness is healed. This is the principle behind Johrei, transmitting divine light to clear away one's spiritual clouds, and it is true healing. Spiritual purification of clouds results in a physical purification of the toxins, which must be dissolved and eliminated. This process in the physical body, accompanied by discomfort and pain, is called illness. But illness is only a symptom appearing on the surface, and the true cause is inside the spiritual clouds. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for praying along with us for world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Adriano Vasco da Silva from the Duque de Caxias Johrei Center in Rio de Janeiro. Adriano is 42 years old and has been now a Johrei member for 8 years. He works as a security guard. At the beginning of January 2021, he experienced intense purification caused by stress related to both professional and personal matters, which triggered a crisis that manifested itself in anxiety and panic attacks. Since the beginning of the pandemic, he had withdrawn from regular dedications at his Johrei Center and consequently felt weaker, spiritually speaking. He was frightened and found himself unable to be alone, even for a moment, because he was afraid of virtually anything and everything. No longer went out on the street, he stopped working, and based on medical examinations that were performed, he was advised to not seek work, and he initiated treatment protocols. Because government offices were operating with reduced hours due to the pandemic, Adriano had difficulty contesting the issue of his absence from work and consequently not receiving benefits to which he was entitled to, all of which culminated in strong financial purification. A lay leader, having become acquainted with Adriano's situation, paid a visit to his home, accompanied by a missionary. At that time, Adriano was lying down. All the lights in his room were off and windows closed. Due to his being panic stricken, he essentially was hiding in a corner of his bedroom. They both channeled Johrei to Adriano as well as to all other family members that were present. Beginning on that day, Adriano received religious assistance daily from several members and missionaries. In just 3 weeks, he found himself able to frequent the Johrei Center and once again engage in the Johrei practice. He mentioned to the lay leader that his parents had gone through similar purifications. Thereupon, Adriano was advised to request Sorei Saishi, the protocol that would provide the enshrinement of his ancestors. Increasingly, Adriano felt uplifted, and his disposition changed dramatically. He committed to daily dedicating efforts to clean and maintain the vegetable garden of the Johrei Center. After 4 months, he received from the Social Security Administration some delayed benefit installments to which he was entitled. Adriano went before the altar of the Johrei Center together with the lay leader and expressed his gratitude for the blessing received, while also materializing a special donation of gratitude. Adriano was able to get a new job and has already paid off part of the debts that had accumulated over several months. His emotional problems have also diminished considerably. He no longer experiences anxiety crises, and his use of medications has largely been reduced. Adriano is very thankful to God and Meishu-sama for the permission to have experienced these purifications and to once again be an able and useful instrument in the divine work. He also thanks the lay leader and missionaries for the loving support and guidance. He has pledged to remain firm in his dedications and in the channeling of Johrei, and to become an ever more effective participant in the construction of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this morning service, for listening to this faith experience. I wish you a very wonderful day, a very wonderful week. With this concludes our morning service. Thank you very much.